My uncle left me 150 acres when he passed. Prime land he bought in the 70s, the place where I spent every summer as a kid learning to fish and hunt. He made me promise I'd never sell it. So when I got the call from a county inspector saying there were code violations on my property, I thought it was a mistake. I hadn't been out there in 8 months. Work kept me tied up 3 states away, but violations on empty land. I drove out the next morning. When I turned onto the access road, my stomach dropped. Where my uncle's old fishing cabin used to sit, there was a massive 2-story clubhouse with floor-to-ceiling windows. The pond he stocked every spring was now surrounded by manicured fairways, and my family's property markers ripped out and replaced with HOA boundary signs. I sat there for a full minute, just staring. Then I saw golf carts. Dozens of them. People were playing a full 18 holes on land my family owned for 50 years. I parked right in the middle of the first fairway and got out. A man in a polo shirt jogged over looking annoyed. He said I was disrupting play and needed to leave. I told him this was my land. He laughed, actually laughed. Then he radioed someone. 5 minutes later, the HOA treasurer showed up, tablet in hand, tailored blazer, and that condescending smile they all have. She said the land had been rezoned for community use after it sat vacant for months. Vacant. The word made my blood boil. I paid property taxes, one maintained access roads. I kept every single document my uncle ever signed. This land was never abandoned. But instead of arguing, I did something smarter. I pulled out my phone and started recording everything. Every structure, every cart path, every person on my property. I took photos of their grand opening banners still hanging on the clubhouse. I noted the dates. I documented the valet station they built over my uncle's workshop foundation. Then I went straight to the county assessor's office with my uncle's will, the deed, and 50 years of tax records. The clerk pulled up the parcel information, read it twice, and said the exact words I needed to hear. This property has never transferred ownership. It's still registered to your family. I called my attorney before I even left the parking lot. Sent him everything. Photos, videos, county records. The whole file. He went quiet, then said, "We're filing for illegal occupation, trespassing, land seizure, and damages for every dollar they made running that course. This is going to destroy them." And it did. Within a week, the county sheriff served them with a cease and desist order. All golf operations halted immediately. The clubhouse locked its doors. Every member who teed off got a trespassing notice in the mail. The HOA treasurer tried to claim they had approval from a previous owner, but she couldn't produce one legitimate document proving it. Not one signature, not one permit, nothing. 2 months later, I walked into that courtroom as the rightful owner. They walked in as defendants facing a 7-figure lawsuit for construction on stolen land, unauthorized commercial use, and profit made on property they never had rights to. The judge didn't even deliberate. Full ruling in my favor. Complete removal of every structure at their expense. Plus restoration costs, plus my legal fees, plus damages. They turned my family's land into a golf course without asking. Now they're bankrupt, paying to tear it all down. If you love watching HOA corruption get crushed, smash that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe to Keys and Chaos for more stories where justice wins.